All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Can everybody hear me? Thumbs up. Everybody's good? Okay. This is going to be just a little disclaimer. This was very last minute. I have hosted a virtual Super Saturday / Friday in the past. But today was so last minute. So, you know, if you have ever been at a Super Saturday, usually there's speakers or like special guests and stuff like that. I obviously did not have time to pull that together. So we are pretty much bare boning it with, that was horrible. We're pretty much doing the minimum that you would see at a Super Saturday. If you guys have never been to a live Super Saturday, it's an amazing experience. The energy level is awesome. Even if it's a small group of people, it's still really awesome to get in person, meeting, you know, coaches in your area and just being able to sit down and chat with coaches. So for the next Super Saturday, making one in person would be fantastic. But I'm really excited that I could give you guys this opportunity for myself as well, to see all the fun things that are coming for us. So just to give you a little intro, if you don't know me, my name is Andrea Shoulders. I have been coaching for 4 years this past December. I am a lifetime one-star. I'm a lifetime one-star diamond. I am a all-star legend, all-star 5 legend. And I basically love every minute of coaching. I started coaching after doing a clean eating week and then jumped right in after that week with P90X3 and have not stopped since. So I absolutely love being a part of this company, and I'm excited to see all of you guys here. Again, just for those of you who just jumped on, because it's a Zoom, it's a little different than it being a live event. So I can't really see everybody all at once. I'm kind of trying to scroll through and see what I can. And because I'm sharing my screen, I don't really have access to like the comments and stuff like that. So just if you have a question and I'm not seeing you wave me down, just unmute yourself and interrupt me, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to also give a shout out to my team, Believe Fit Nation. I see you guys on. So I love you guys. You guys are a huge part of why I love this company. So I just want to shout you guys out. And also Misfit Republic, all of you guys are on with Misfit. Obviously our whole team of Misfit Republic is amazing. And that's been a huge part of everything too. So thank you guys for all coming and jumping on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. If you don't know, if you haven't been to a Super Saturday, corporate puts together the whole presentation. And we're gonna have some really fun announcements, some really fun new things that are coming this year are gonna be announced. We'll start out with just a little bit of shout outs, some recognition. And then corporate sends a video that we will just listen to, and I'll share my screen and then you guys will we'll all listen to it together. I have not watched the video. I took a little sneak peek of one part of it, but other than that, like what you're seeing, I'm seeing for the first time as well, okay? So if there's any technical issues, we'll, you know, go with it as it happens. Also, if for some reason we get knocked off, just come back on using the same link. I think that should work. But if for some reason we have technical difficulties and we get knocked off, just sign back on with this link and we should be able to pop right up where we ended. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So welcome to Super Saturday, Super Friday. All right. So we all know as Beachbody coaches. Oh, first I want to ask, is there any guests here? Has anybody invited a non-coach? Is there any non-coaches here that are just joining in? I don't see anybody. Okay. I always like to welcome any non-coaches that are at events. Remember, when you guys go to Super Saturdays, you can bring guests. It's not just for coaches. So it's a great place to bring people who might be interested in doing what we do as coaches and showing them what the company is all about. So if there's somebody that's ever interested in coaching and there's a Super Saturday event, definitely invite them to it. Okay. So as we all know, success stories are really what make our business. Like, doing the programs, following the nutrition plans, sharing everything that happens to us as coaches, and inviting other people to have that success as well. So our company and our business and what we do as coaches is completely 100%, I believe, based on success stories. If people don't share their stories and people don't share these pictures that, that first picture they're always so embarrassed to take and they'll never show anybody. But then when you see those final result pictures, it's so worth, having that beginning point, because people have to be able to relate to us and know that, like, we're not always at the place where we were when we started. And we're always in a journey. Like, all of us know, a lot of you guys I know on here, we're always in a journey. There's not necessarily an end point. We might hit a goal, but there's always another goal that we're going to try for after that. So sharing our stories is 100% the most important thing we can do as coaches. So always keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to share, little successes, non-scale victories, and then of course share your huge successes and your customers' successes. If your customer has just killed it in a challenge group, invite them to share their story with you, and then ask if you can share that with other people as well. Because I think that's what's really the most important part of our business and just success in general. So Beachbody has just given us a few success stories to see and talk about. This is Molly Elliott. She has lost 120 pounds in 11 months. That's pretty incredible. Her coach is Kelly Strain. And she says, Molly inspires every person that she meets. I feel blessed to have been a part of her journey and know that she's inspiring others just by being her candid, beautiful self every day. And I think that's a great way of just almost defining a coach. Somebody who's just going to inspire others and be their self, and then again, share their journey along the way. So I think that's a great statement. And then we have Joseph Jackson, who lost 147 pounds in just 12 months. That's pretty incredible. He did Size, T25, 3-Day Refresh, Body Beast, and Core to Force. And his coach is Katie Flynn. And she says, when I first started talking to Joe about his journey, I was immediately inspired. His determination to make his family and himself proud was truly amazing. I think that statement's really important as well, because I feel as a coach that I often get inspired by my challengers. So when I see a challenger achieving, it kind of lights a fire. And my team, we talk about this a lot. Like, we are so happy and the most successful when we see our challengers being successful. I am like so excited when I see my team be successful. So I think it's important to just continue working with people, because that's going to keep your fire burning. It's going to keep you guys motivated, seeing all of these success stories. Hold on. It's going to mute you guys. So just keep that in mind when you guys are thinking about, just things that if you're feeling unmotivated, maybe that's time to dig deep and just really reach out to your customers and find out, maybe they're having success or someone's having some major success that they haven't shared with you. And just reaching out to one person could change like your momentum completely, your own motivation. Okay, so now it's time to celebrate us as coaches. This, again, I kind of put a little blurb in the Facebook, in the Misfit page, but I don't know if everybody saw it. So I will, for the first couple, just have you guys just wave and kind of cheer yourself on, because actually we have, how many people are here? We don't really have a huge group, so maybe Well, there's 13 of us. We'll go through and for the first part, if you are one of these items, then just go ahead and wave around and cheer yourself on so we can see who we should celebrate, okay? So the first one is, do we have any Beachbody Challenge winners? Whether it's the 1 week winners, the 12-week winners, anybody? Beachbody Challenge winners. And I can't actually see everybody's face because some people on the phone. So if you are a Beachbody Challenge winner and you are on the phone, go ahead and unmute yourself and shout out yourself. Say, I am. Nobody? I think it's rare that we have it because honestly, like, I don't think a lot of people know about it as much as we should share. So even as coaches, like how many of you, every program you complete, submit your results, right? So I think this is a good reminder that we should, I can see chat. Yep, there you go. Jill said, I always forget to submit mine. I'm guilty of that too, Jill. I think I just submitted my P90X3 and I submitted a 3-day refresh, which doesn't count in the challenge, Beachbody Challenge contest. And I think I did quarter force. But other than that, like, I don't always submit. So remember that those are the things that are going to get people excited when they see those results. And then think about it. How awesome would it be if you, as a coach, were a Beachbody Challenge winner? Or even better, if one of your challengers was a Beachbody Challenge winner, that's even more amazing. And if you're a new coach and you don't know, if one of your customers wins the Beachbody Challenge, you get a portion of some money that they get. So I think it's like for instance, the big one, $100,000 winners, their coaches got like $25,000 or something like that, or 5,000. I don't know. I might have overdone that, but they get you know, as a coach, you do get rewarded for helping that person become a Beachbody Challenge winner. So that's really awesome as well. All right, hold on. Come on. Okay. Do we have any success starters? If you're a new coach, yay, Karen. She was a success starter her first year. I was also a success starter 4 years ago when I started. And if you don't know what a success starter is, it's if you earn Success Club 5 your first 3 months as a coach. And then by being a success starter, you earn a free ticket to the next summit. So just as an example, when I started coaching, I earned my success starter ticket to summit, and I actually wasn't planning on going because it was like 4 months after I started coaching or something. I really didn't have a lot of idea what it was. It was a big trip. I'd have to take off work. And then I ended up deciding to go with my Success Club or Success partner, Jennifer, who's on. Yay, Jen. And we ended up going like the day before, and we just bought tickets the day before. We jumped on a plane. We slept on the floor in other Misfits rooms, and it was awesome. It was probably one of the best trips I've had, and I got that ticket just by helping other people. So just remind your new coaches that this is an opportunity for them to earn, and just remind them how important it is to go to these live events. Summit is amazing. Like, it's an amazing event. You are around so much energy and so many people who love what they're doing. So it's definitely not something to ever miss. Okay, so Success Club All-Stars. I know we have some on here, so go ahead and give me a cheer. I see Karen's the Success Club All-Star. Who else do we have? Ashley, Jen, woo! Good job, guys. So I don't know people on the phone. If you guys are Success Club All-Stars, if you are, just unmute yourself and shout yourself out. Do I hear anybody? Yep. Is somebody shouting themselves out? No? Okay. But Success Club All-Star, if you're a new coach and you don't know what that is, basically that means that you have, someone's trying to get into the room. It means that you have earned Success Club, whether it be Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. Oh, hello. Hold on one second. And you, each month for 12 months. If you're a Success Club All-Star, that means 12 months in a row, you've earned Success Club. And if you're a Success Club All-Star Legend, that means for 24 months or more, you've earned your Success Club 5 or 10. So you can be a Success Club All-Star Legend 5, or you can be a Success Club All-Star Legend or All-Star 10, okay? So it's a pretty cool thing. I will tell you, if as an All-Star or All-Star Legend, you get perks like early sign up to Success Club trips, early sign up. What was the other early sign up? We got a lot of early sign-ups to things, which was really great because then you kind of get first dibs on everything. So there are perks to it. Let me see over here. Oh, Ash was reminding me about free shirts when you guys submit your challenge, your results. Sorry, my brain's not working. Your Beachbody results. You do get free t-shirts, and that's pretty awesome because what's better than wear and share? What's better than wearing all the Beachbody things and people saying, what's Core de Force or what's 21 Day Fix? I can tell you that I was wearing my Core de Force shirt at Disney, and one of my challengers this month for 80-Day Obsession is the girl I met in the bathroom at Disney wearing my Core de Force shirt. So it is really awesome to get that kind of stuff so you can share, your journey and what you're doing. Well, you already got yours, honey. Okay. All right. So moving on. Congratulations to all those Success Club All-Stars. Now we have, okay, so this is what we're going to do. I don't know if you guys got my message, but instead of going through and just asking to wave or whatever, if you guys, I don't know, did you guys get my thing about like holding up the color? So if you're a Ruby coach, hold up something red. If you're a coach, hold up something blue. If you are a emerald, hold up something green. If you're a diamond, hold up something white. If you are a star diamond, hold up the number of star diamond you are. Okay? Are you ready? Are you drawing on me? Okay, I'm going to mute myself for a second, and everybody hold up all of their colors. Ready? Go. Okay, guys. So I forgot about people on the phone because I didn't think about that ahead of time. But I saw a lot. The cool thing about this as coaches is I see such a mix of ranks and levels that we're at, but it doesn't really define us as coaches. Like, there could be someone who's like a 15-star diamond, and when you sit next to them at Summit, they're just like any of us. So you like somebody who's a new coach and somebody who's been coaching for like 7 years, we're all the same type of people. We all have the same, similar goals. We all just want to help people. So it's really awesome just when you go to these big events to sit next to people who you think you look at and you're like, oh my gosh, they're like some crazy all-star person. And then you realize that they're just a normal mom like us, or someone, a full-time working mom, or a stay-at-home mom, or a single girl from college who just decided to put some more work into it and help people achieve. So thank you guys for sharing that. All right. Do we have any Premier coaches, 2018 Premier coaches on? If you're on the phone, go ahead and unmute and shout yourself out. So I'm not going to go through and explain too much about Premier and what's coming up with Elite. So if you don't know what Premier and Elite is, definitely ask your upline coach. But basically, it's an honor you achieve for helping your team grow and gaining customers, more customers each year. But it's helping your new coaches every year, not coaches that you've had in the past, but helping your new coaches grow and build their team. So we have Premier, and then the step up is Elite. Do we have any Elite coaches on the call? Not this year. Okay, so let's take a look at our top 10 elite this year. Again, like this is something that is totally doable for all of us. Some of these coaches have been on here for a while, some bounce in and out. This is the top 10 elite. Lindsay Madaway was once a top coach. Amy Silverman, I think, was number 2 or 3 last year. Bonnie Engel's been on here. There are some new names up here, which is pretty awesome. So I always like seeing this. It's pretty cool to see how it shifts around, and it's definitely achievable for anybody who wants it. Okay, and then this is pretty awesome. The top coach of the year for 4 years in a row is Melanie Mitro. And you guys, that's incredible. I know for a fact that she works she works crazy hours, and she loves every minute of what she does, and she builds an incredible team. So I personally, in my opinion, she deserves this 4 years in a row. But she's amazing. She does everything that obviously a top coach should do, and that's why she's held this position for 4 years. It's not usual for someone to hold it for that many years in a row. I don't even know if it's ever happened, to be honest, if anybody knows if that's ever happened. She's been top coach since, so the first year as a coach, it was Lindsay Madaway, and then every year after that, it's been Melanie. So it's pretty incredible. All right, so here it's time for you guys. If anybody wants to jump in, share their story, share something that that they think is pretty amazing, incredible. Ooh, Ashley had a good fact. So Lindsay was actually the first female top coach, which is very interesting. And then Melanie is the first to have it 4 years in a row. So for us who have been in here for 4 years or under, I feel like we see a lot of females kind of in the top elite and stuff like that. And I think that kind of changed over maybe when I started 4 years ago. Like Ashley says, she was the first female top coach. So before that, it's all been males, and now you don't see that as much. But that's not to say that there are not successful men, because there are many incredibly successful men who are top coaches, just maybe not in the top 10. But last year, Jamie Fitzgerald, I think he was 2 or 4, something like that. He is a Canadian coach. He was in the top 10 last year. There are Scotty Hobbs is it one. That's funny. Karen, I know who runs the world. Yes, she assumed that all the top coaches were men. No, actually in the past, there were tons of others. I can't think of their names right now, but there's been quite a few male top coaches. So I think it's pretty awesome that the way that it's switched over, that all of us women are kind of taking charge. But don't ever count out inviting men to your team, because they can be incredible Beachbody coaches as well. So Lindsay was 5 years ago. Thank you, Ash. You're the best. All right. So let's see here. Would anybody like to jump in and talk about their story? How they got started? Are you a new coach? How many years? Anybody want to jump in and do that? Anybody? Can I call you out, Ashley? I love hearing you tell your story, or just a little bit about what you do. I know you've been coaching for a long time. Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hang on. Okay, so I gotta unmute myself. Okay, for those of you who haven't heard my story, I've been a coach for, holy smokes, almost 5 years now. And I became a coach, it was the end of June. And so I signed as a coach, and I have a pretty big weight loss story that I started sharing about it on Facebook. This is before I even had a clue what coaching was, because I've lost 140 pounds, and I started picking up these followers. And my upline coach, one day she was like, "Why are you not coaching? You're running these groups and get nothing for it. And you're referring these people to me to buy programs. And I was like, I don't know what coaching is. So she kind of told me about it. And that's the thing, like, some people don't have a clue what we do or that you can make money doing this. And so I became a coach the end of June and hit Success Club 27. So that was when, then the next month was July, a Team Cup month, and I hit Success Club 52. And to this day, that's the highest Success Club I ever hit. But anyways, so in 3 months, I had completely earned the Success Club trip, and I didn't know what it was. Like, you have earned this free cruise, and I'm like, what? So, and like my first paycheck, like our pay period was like 3 days after I started. It was like $492. And by my third week, I was making $800. I hit 4 figures within like 2 months. And so, but the thing is like, I like to share my story so people know that it's possible, but I don't want people to look at it and be like, what? I can't do that. Because like, everybody needs to know that I literally did this for like 3 years for nothing. Talking to people and building these relationships and answering these questions and running these damn online groups for nothing at all. And so that's why I had built all that up. And by then, people trusted me. They trusted what I said and what I was doing. And so when it came time to all of a sudden I'm selling this, I had people lining up around the block. What are you selling? I'm going to buy it. And so that's how I was able to be successful so quickly. And so, I mean, I have like pretty much been making a full-time income since I started. But anyway, so that's my story, I guess. Is there anything else that you want me to add? Or
No, that's awesome. I just wanted you to share that as well. And I think what you said was really important. She was coaching before she was coaching, and that building relationships helped her so much when she did actually start coaching, because she had that. And that's why when you first start coaching, if you haven't done that already, which most of us haven't, it's so important to do that power hour and to build those relationships and to share your story, because she shared her weight loss story before she was a coach. People saw what she was doing and her amazing weight loss and all that stuff before she was coaching. So they knew like she wasn't some like person who had always been the way she is when they see her. And I think sometimes we forget that, is that when you're posting on Facebook, that's how people see you now. So if they didn't know where you came from, then they might not. Like, I get a lot of people saying, oh, you've always been that way. So I have to remember to share my struggles and share where I was when I started this, because I forget that people see me as like the fit person already. So it's really important, like Ashley said, to build those relationships, and don't forget to go back where you started and make sure people understand that you were just like them. And you can help them.
Can I add something to that?
Yes.
I think an upper hand that I also had was that when I was sharing so much, I wasn't selling anything. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't know why we do this. We all do. Once we start coaching, all of a sudden we're like, well, shit, I got to be this perfect coach. And we forget to be people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, people, like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but they don't give a crap about what you're doing or what you're selling if they don't give a crap about you first.
Yep.
So like, don't lose who you are in coaching. Like, they still, like, I'll run into people in public who are like, oh my God, I follow you on Facebook. How's your kids? Like, they want to know about the other stuff about you, not just because, let's be real here. Beachbody coaches are a dime a dozen. So anybody can share a workout and whatever, but it's your struggles and who you are that's going to tap into the people who need that from you. Like, somebody needs what only you have to offer. And so you have to share, like, just share you and sell you, and the rest will sell itself.
Absolutely. I love that. And I met Ashley on my first Success Club trip with my husband, and it was amazing. And she's a perfectly authentic person. I mean, she is so herself all the time, and that's why I fell in love with her. And she does that, shares that on social media. So I mean, it's really important, guys. She has great points. Like, just be yourself, share who you are, what you're doing, and don't, you know, someone might not always know you yet, but when you continue to share, then they might be ready to trust you. I mean, I've had people, especially this past year, who I've been talking to since I started Beachbody, and they, in 4 years later, they're finally like buying something, you know, and it's not about them buying something, but that's showing them me that they now are trusting, and they're seeing like, I'm all in. Like I you know, I do this stuff because it works. So sometimes it takes some time, but it all starts with that relationship. So just keep that in mind. Thank you, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So this is the corporate video that they make and they send us. It includes a lot of really fun announcements. It includes some coach stories. I'm going to share it on my computer. I have to unplug my headphones so that you guys can hear the audio. So I'm hoping that at some point we don't have any kids bombard in here like just happened, but I'm going to unplug my audio, and then I'm going to share the screen with you guys. I didn't look to see how long it was, but it's typically like 30, 35 minutes. So, but it goes pretty fast because it's kind of fun information. So, all right, hold on. Okay, can you guys all see that? Yes, just no? Hold on, I think I have to share again. Oh, it paused. Please leave this window. No, I want to share. There you go. Okay, can you guys see it now? Okay. Okay. Can you guys all hear? Yes, thumbs up, yes, you can hear it? Okay.
Happy 2018 to Beachbody. I'm Michael, along with Jeff and Carl, and we are very excited to share all of the great stuff in store for 2018. So, Carl, before we jump into that great stuff, the mic will refer to any thoughts on 2018. First off, did I not get the memo? And Plaid is now out. That's 2018. Yes, coming back in 2020. So save on. Good. I want to say same thing with my thin ties. Well, you guys know I always have some thoughts. So how much time do I have? Well, Carl, for you, you have as much time as you need. But if you could keep it under 3 minutes and 47 seconds, that'd be great, because we got a lot of stuff to cover. Okay, well, you time. So since I just have about 4 minutes, here are my top 3 things that I hope for in 2018. Number 1, I hope that the incredible innovations in product development and technology that we're delivering in 2018 help you inspire millions of people to make a positive change in their lives. I mean, it kills me that I just can't go through the entire list right here, but trust me, we have a stacked agenda for the year in terms of new fitness programs, new nutritional products, and even a brand new type of program that'll help the millions of people who want change but aren't ready to start a fitness program. We'll get into some of those today, but trust me, when I tell you that there are more great things coming this year than any year in our history. Now, number 2, this year, when someone is looking for a health and fitness solution, or more specifically, something to make them feel great, the first company they think of is Beachbody. They'll know that our fitness products are proven, and Shakeology is the foundation for great health. And a coach is an indispensable resource to keep them accountable and to make achieving their results fun. Which brings me to number 3. I hope that most of all, 2018 is the year of fun. As a Team Beachbody coach, I want you to be having fun. This should be the one thing in your life that you control. The one thing in your life which makes you feel good. And the best part is, that will actually enhance your business at the same time. When you have fun, the people in your challenge groups will have fun. There's enough unfun stuff in the world right now.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say something real quick. In respect, because we're doing an early Super Friday, respect of everybody who's not going to be seeing a lot of this information until tomorrow, I would ask that you not like share all the fun stuff that we're going to see right away. You can do like hints and clues because that's fun, but maybe hold off sharing like what some of the stuff that we find out until sometime midday tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
That you just can't control, but this 2018 and your coaching business, your health and fitness, you have 100% control over it. That doesn't mean that we don't have a lot of hard work to do, because we do. We're doing something special here. But if you're not finding the fun, if you aren't reveling in the fact that you have total control over this one thing, then neither will others. That's what makes people want to join this revolution. Changing lives isn't easy. Starting and finishing a workout program or changing the way you eat isn't easy. But if we remember we're in control of this one thing, that'll keep it fun and make it fun for more people to join you. That's why I love what I do. I get to create programs like 80-Day Obsession and nutrition products like Shakeology with talented people and achieve things that are totally unprecedented. And so do you. That's fun. Shoot, I think I went over. Am I okay on time? Yeah, you're okay. You keep going. Good, because I got a number 4. In 2018, I want you to be proud of what you do. Team Beachbody coaches are changing lives by helping people find solutions to their health, wealth, and happiness, whether it's a little extra financial help you've always wanted for your family, health, strength, energy, and focus, or making a difference in someone's life. For the past 11 years, you guys have been doing incredible things, and I know that great work is going to continue in 2018. We're so proud of you. And I'm sure that your family's proud of you too. You should be proud of you. How's that? Do I have time for number 5?
Well, Carl, I would let you keep going, but Jeff says we have to move on.
What?
Like you said, Carl, we have so many opportunities to change lives in 2018. Now, think of the kind of change that can happen when you commit to 80 days of fitness and clean eating. Well, if you haven't noticed, we are here on the set of our latest program, 80-Day Obsession. Now, you might have had already a little taste of this program with A Little Obsessed, but the real deal starts when 80-Day Obsession hits Beachbody On Demand on January 15th. It is outrageous what's happening.
And you can really feel the momentum around this program. One exciting thing about this launch is that any coach who buys either a program pack or an 80-Day Obsession Challenge pack before January 14th will get to participate in a coach-only test group led by Autumn. That's right. I mean, that's a first. This is what coaches have been asking for. They love to be in test groups. So do you mind if I bring in Autumn? And hey, this is her set. So come on in, Autumn. Let's talk about it. All right, here she is. This is where it all happened. 80 days straight. Right?
Yes.
Feels like you're back home. So look, now we got the program materials going up on January 8th. And of course, then we start loading the workouts on January 14th. So we're about 1 week away from the big launch, and actually the biggest coach test group in Beachbody history. Now, why are you excited about this coach test group?
I loved getting to take the 100+ coaches through the 80-Day Obsession test group that we just did. And I got to learn so much. And then I also got to teach so much more and in depth while we went through that program. And I got to answer questions, talk about the nutrition program, get people more dialed into the nutrition and understanding it even more and how it pertains to the workouts, how everything works together. So to get to do that on a bigger scale so that people are really prepared to get the best results themselves from 80-Day Obsession, but then also to take whatever we're talking about in the coach test group and take that to their challengers to be able to help them is just going to help the reach and the results.
So this is going to be a very special giant group, and I love it. You're even wearing the shirt that people are going to get when they submit their results.
Finish strong.
That's the saying in the back. That's
Yes.
It's awesome. You got to finish strong with 80-Day Obsession.
We are. We're going to finish, but that's another cool part about the big test group that we are going to do. In it, you guys, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to make sure that you finish and that you finish strong. And all along the journey, there's going to be little homework assignments, a little bit of challenges going along the way to make it fun, but to also make sure that you finish strong.
That's awesome. Well, you've also incorporated the supplements sort of into the program. So obviously, Shakeology is deeply ingrained in just about everything that we do. But you've also brought along some of the Beachbody Performance line so that people have the option
to incorporate them so that it really is integrated into the program?
It absolutely is. So we talk about time nutrition, and it was important for me to put the supplement line into this program. If you're going to train like an athlete, which is what we are doing, you need to fuel your body like an athlete. And the performance line, it's right there in the title. It's performance. It's to help you perform optimally, and that's what I wanted. So it's built into the nutrition program. When are you taking your Energize? When do you have your Recover? How do you use your Hydrate or your Vanilla Recharge? All of that is in there, which is fantastic. And obviously, Shakeology is a huge part of it, and it counts as your red. You already all know that. It's great for the vegan plan, and this program does have a complete vegan nutrition guide for the first time, which is great as well. So, yeah, it's all built in.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that you talk about getting results, you talk about finishing strong. I want people to know that when they're signing up for this coach test group, we also have some expectations that, we're about to go through 3 months of what is considered fairly extreme programming. I mean, you've got a modifier with Carrie, but you're really pushing people. And what kind of results can they expect in the next 3 months?
Your results are going to be as hard as you push. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. But if you put in your all, you are going to get amazing results. And I'm not willing to pinpoint you're going to be shredded or you're going to be. We're all at different points in our journey, and that's the beauty of it. You don't have to be at your goal weight to do this. You don't have to already be shredded to do this. All you have to do is be obsessed about finishing. You have to be obsessed about committing to it and committing to yourself and following the workouts and following the nutrition. I didn't say you have to be perfect. I just said you have to be obsessed about doing it to the best of your ability, and you're going to get amazing results.
Well, I think what's really cool about the program is the fact that it's done 80 days, like every single day is a new workout. So there's days that you and the cast, you're sore, and you're going to be sore, but everybody's going to be sore on the same days.
Sore together.
Yes, and then as part of this coach test group, you got to understand your results matter now. They're going to be your calling card to help build your business. The videos that you submit to the group and the photos that you submit to the group, they're going to be used now as marketing assets and going to help you make a more famous coach. You're going to be showcased possibly as your result and your effort. And like you said, what we want people to do is get their best results. And what we celebrate is that obsessive focus on getting healthy, strong results. So it's quite stunning how many people are at the starting line for this. But in this special group, I hope people approach this with that positivity and an absolute obsessed commitment to finish this program.
Can I tell you my hope?
Yeah.
That the number at the finish line is the exact same as the number at the start line.
All right, you heard it. So the nutrition plan and the introduction materials go online January 8th on Beachbody On Demand. So get ready.
Yes, and then on January 10th is when I will start talking to you guys in the big test group. That way you have a day or two to read the materials, watch some of the videos, and then start asking me questions so that you can be ready and be prepared for January 15th when we start.
Yep, you're going to love it. I mean, this is going to be the biggest coach test group in history. So we got a lot of work to do.
We do. So whoever makes it into this coach test group, I will see you guys January 10th.
All right, thanks, Autumn.
Thank
Good
you.
work. It's awesome. This exclusive group is going to be amazing. Guys, come on back in here because I know we have a lot to cover, but I think one of the most important things is that people understand that they really only have a couple days because right now we've got a team of people who are accepting people who request to be in this group. We got to cross-check everybody else who's bought.
Yeah, just to that point, Carl, I know that we say you have until January 14th to be included in the group. But just as Autumn said, she's going to start talking to that group on January 10th. And I wish we could just wave a magic wand and let people into the group, but it actually takes a few days for us, once you buy the product, again, either a 80-day obsession challenge pack or a program pack. Once you buy that, we send you an email giving you a link to the Facebook page. You have to request to be on that page, and then we check that again in the group. So it takes a few days for that to happen. So really, already a bunch of coaches are already in there, ready to go. But if you haven't purchased it yet, you want to do it as soon as possible so you can get in that group by January 10th.
And let me add, that's even if you're not yet setting up your own challenge group. Even if as a coach, you were just going to be doing this on your own and then setting up your challenge group while you're doing 80-day obsession,
You want to have access to Autumn and what the group is sharing, the coach test group, so that you can set up your coach test group over the course of the next 90 days while everybody's talking about it. So you want to be on the inside while the program's happening, so you can be sharing this experience out with your
If
team.
I were a coach, this is an absolutely must participate opportunity.
Okay, well,
And one
for us, it's a very exciting time.
show
I know we have other topics.
marshmallow thing.
We'll get to it.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Carl.
Well, 80 Day Obsession is going to kick off the year strong, but we have a few other exciting developments that will be coming up in the first half of the year. So, lots of coaches have told us that while they attract customers who are excited to jump into fitness, there are some that are hesitant to start working out right away. Coming in the second quarter of this year, we will have a new program that was developed with this in mind. It's our first complete program that focuses on creating the right mindset around eating. It's developed by our newest member of the Beachbody family of experts, registered dietitian and nutritionist, Ilana Molstein. Let's take a look at the 2B mindset.
You need the mind switch before you can lose your weight and keep it off.
I lost 28 pounds with not a lot of effort. It's no longer about metabolism, it's mentality. I never expected to lose 29 pounds in this program.
I've lost 38 and a half pounds.
60 pounds in 5 months.
Once you're in on this secret, there's no going back.
Introducing the 2B mindset, a breakthrough approach to losing weight and keeping it off.
The 2B mindset is not a diet. You're never going to have to count calories. You're never going to have to count grams. You're never going to cut out food groups. You're never going to tell yourself no to alcohol, to sweets, to anything. Like, the second you start telling yourself no, you're just going to be fixated on that. You're going to be telling yourself yes.
What I love the most about this program is that I am not a prisoner to emotional eating any longer. I have evicted 26 pounds. I'm alive again.
The 2B Mindset features over 16 videos that will also show you how to shop for food, how to cook for maximum weight loss, how to deal with travel, restaurants, and temptations. Plus, the 2B Mindset app lets you track your results and puts all of Alana's knowledge right in your pocket, which makes losing weight and keeping it off that much easier.
I lost 50 pounds in this program, and I did not have to fast, not one time. I've lost 31 pounds with the 2B mindset.
I lost 40 pounds. Can't be upset with that.
It's time to change your body by changing your mind with the 2B Mindset, coming 2018.
This is the rest of my life. To be continued.
Jeff, the coaches that participated in the 2B Mindset Test Group absolutely loved Ilana, and they loved the results they achieved. Now, this is a video-based program that will be separate from Beachbody On Demand. There'll be a separate website to access the program and a separate app for tracking. And this will be sold separately from Beachbody On Demand and will have its own challenge pack that will include access to the program and Shakeology Home Direct, which is a key part of the program. As Jeff said, 2B Mindset will launch in the second quarter, and we can't wait.
And there's one more launch coming in the second quarter, the new Beach Bars.
Woo! That's right. Coming in April, if you are craving a wholesome, convenient, satisfying snack, the Beach Bars are a delicious snack bar with fruits, nuts, and crunchy protein crisps that deliver 10 grams of protein in just about 150 calories per bar. Plus, it's got only 5 to 6 grams of sugar, depending on the bar you choose, and delivers 4 grams of fiber. And there are no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, or trans fats.
All of that, and they are delicious with indulgent chocolate and creamy nut butter.
They really are delicious. Now, the Beach Bars will come in 2 flavors. My favorite, chocolate cherry almond. And my other favorite, peanut butter chocolate.
So wait a minute, you can't have 2 favorite flavors.
Jeff, they are so good I can't decide.
Well, the coaches are going to love these. So you said that they're launching in April in the US, but when will our coaches in Canada and the UK get them?
Jeff, I wish I could say that everyone gets them in April.
Then just say it.
Okay, why not? We are happy to announce that the new Beach Bars will be available to all coaches in the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom in April.
That is fantastic news. But isn't there another announcement for Canada?
There is. For those of you who have been waiting in Canada, Vanilla Vegan and Cafe Latte Vegan Shakeology will be arriving in the Canada store on January 16th.
If you listen closely, you can hear the coaches cheering all the way in Canada.
Yes, I can hear them. Okay, so that's January. Jeff, what's happening in February?
Your birthday.
You're absolutely right. I can't believe you. Thank you for remembering that.
It says it right there in the script.
Yeah, well, I stuck it there just in case you forgot. But more important than my birthday, something very important happens every February. This is one of the biggest business building events of the year. Here, I'll give you a hint.
Team Cup is an eye-opener to pushing past your limits.
It made some really big things happen for me. It helped me to break that barrier of Success Club 10 that I was trying to get by for so many months.
All the coaches on my team ended up advancing to Diamond within a couple months of Team Cup.
Team Cup advanced my business to Emerald.
Team Cup helped me develop into a better leader and do the same thing with my team.
The Cup moves everyone's business forward, just builds so much camaraderie on our team.
Probably one of the biggest momentum boosters for our entire downline.
Team Cup really boosted me to say, I can do more, I can do better.
Team Cup is about pushing forward to find that fire that's inside of you.
Stop thinking about it and just do it.
Registration for the Team Beachbody Cup starts January 15th. For more information, go to teambeachbodycup.com.
I could have guessed that even without the hint. The Team Beachbody Cup competition in February is something that every coach should be participating in. Just like those coaches said, participating in the Cup changed the trajectory of their business and made them realize what was possible. During a Team Cup month, the number of people helped and the lives changed increases dramatically. If you join a team, be ready to put in the work in February. And I promise you, if you put in that work, your business will see the results. If you're a newer coach, reach out to your upline to tell them that you're ready to be on a team.
Well, you said it, and I'm going to say it again. Every coach should be on a Team Beachbody Cup team. Registration starts on January 15th. Now, you have to start talking to others about forming a team or reach out to your upline for help. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Go to teambeachbodycup.com for all the information.
Coaches who participated in a Team Cup usually see their highest Success Club month, which can raise the bar on achieving Success Club for the rest of the year.
And earning Success Club has great rewards, like our annual Success Club trip. Each year, the location is better than the last. Should we share where we're going for the next trip?
Absolutely. We got so much positive feedback from our last cruise on the Royal Caribbean's massive luxury ship, Oasis of the Seas, that we are returning to the seas.
Yes, Jeff, we're returning to the seas, but this time on an even bigger and more luxurious ship. We will be on Royal Caribbean's newest ship, the Harmony of the Seas. Now, this is the world's largest cruise ship, and it is going to be 100% Beachbody as we take our coaches on a 5-night tropical voyage to the Bahamas and Royal Caribbean's private island, Labadee. Now, the trip is scheduled from March 24th through March 29th, 2019.
These trips are so much fun. Morning workouts with the super trainers, non-stop, great food and fun, great excursions, and the best of all, 5 days to celebrate Beachbody with other coaches and their families.
Yeah, you do not want to miss this. So, early registration opens this Monday for our 2019 Success Club trip.
In a nutshell, here's how early registration works. You go to www.anchorsaway2019.com to check out all of the stateroom types. Registration is by invitation only based on your 2017 Success Club activity. So be on the lookout for your invite. Now, once you pick your room and get registered, you can start earning trip dollars to help you pay for your room. You'll earn 5 trip dollars for every Success Club point you earn. If you hit Success Club, you can earn up to 10 trip dollars for each point you earn. Plus, this month, we're going to double your trip dollars. So a big month of helping people in January can help you earn a bunch of trip dollars. For more information about trip dollars, check out FAQ number 9937.
That's right. And Jeff, you said January is a huge month because of the double trip dollars. You can earn much of your trip just in January by your Success Club activity. Okay, so again, registration is by invitation only, and the windows open starting with, listen to this, coaches who achieved elite in 2018 on January 8th. That's the first window. The next window will be for our premier and for coaches who've earned Success Club in every month from January 2016 to December 2017. And that window will open on Tuesday, January 9th. Then the next group, which are paid 5-star diamonds who are also active Success Club All-Stars, the top 100 2017 Success Starters based on Success Club points, the top 50 UK Success Club earners, and the 2017 new team leaders will all be able to register starting January 12th. Okay, last group. Finally, the top Success Club point earners in 2017 can all start to register on January 18th. That was a lot.
Wow, and if you can't remember all of that, just go to Anchors Away 2019, or you can check out FAQ number 9968. And by the way, just because you mentioned all of those different qualifications, we should just take a moment and congratulate all of our elite coaches, all of our premier and our Success Club All-Star legends, and all of our Success Club All-Stars. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Incredible achievement. And by the way, for those of you that are setting a goal this year to achieve elite or premier status, we've simplified the qualifications and we've eliminated the ATV or advancement team volume requirement. So for more information on how to qualify for premier or elite, just check out FAQ 2988 and 2989. All the information is there.
Lots of FAQs there. Okay. Do we announce the 2019 Elite 10 Adventure now?
Well, I would, because if I knew that as an Elite 10 coach, Beachbody was going to take me on a first-class adventure to the exotic islands of Greece, I would want to make sure that I did everything that I could to be on that trip. But if you think we should wait to announce it, we can.
Well, maybe it's a little too late, but Michael is right. As a top 10 elite coach, you will not just be joining us on a trip to Greece. You'll be going in Team Beachbody top 10 elite style, and there's no better way to experience a trip. So now's the time to think about what your goals are, how you can focus on the 4 vital behaviors, and how you can drive yourself to be constantly improving by seeing what's working for others. All of that will make 2018 a special year for your business.
And speaking of what's working for others, we've asked 9-star diamond coach Keisha Fitzgerald to share some of the things that have been working to grow her business. Let's take a look.
My name is Keisha Fitzgerald. I'm from New York City, and today I'm going to be talking with you about the power of part-time and how I lead with the part-time coaching opportunity. I signed up as a coach originally just to get a discount on Shakeology. Right away, I knew that this coaching thing was potentially something I could be interested in, but I didn't see how this would fit in my life. My upline coach and I have a very different story. She was a stay-at-home mom and had this really compelling story of why she needed this business to work. I actually loved my job, and I felt like I was too busy to build a business if I didn't have the goal of it being a full-time job. A little click happened in my head where I realized, you know what? This opportunity could still benefit me in a lot of ways. I made the decision that I was going to create a part-time business that could fill the void that my current job didn't give me in terms of the amount of impact I can make on the lives of others. The first 6 months that I was coaching, what I fell in love with was the process of coaching and building a business. Part of it was getting those messages from challengers or coaches who were so excited, but I also really just loved being creative and learning how to build a business, run a challenge group, and put my own twist on things. I got to the point where I actually did leave my full-time corporate job to become a full-time coach. But here's the thing. I forgot somewhere along the way that first stage when I was a part-time coach is actually when I fell in love with the process. So what I wanted to do was start to train my coaches so that they could better understand how we could benefit even as a part-time coach. I wanted them to fall in love with the process and find joy in the journey. I started sharing this as a part-time opportunity, mostly with my jargon and the stories that I told. I also wanted to be sure to highlight other coaches' stories and why they coach. For example, other moms on my team, although I'm not a mom, military wives, or people that maybe don't have the exact same story as me. I also am very intentional with rank advancement. I'll make sure to tell this story, not just of the coach rank advancing, but I'll share why they benefit from part-time coaching. In addition, I'll take that rank advancement and I'll take a picture of it and I'll share it on my Instagram story where I will very simply label full-time, whatever their full-time job is, or if they're a mom, and then I'll say part-time coach. It really helps them understand that this doesn't have to necessarily be a full-time job. The way that I train part-time business builders versus the way that I train coaches who have the goal of this eventually being a full-time business is basically just with the amount of work that they're putting into it. A lot of times when we're coaching, we think that we have to be constantly connected to social media or to our computer, but I don't really think that's necessary. If your goal is for this to be a part-time business, I think it's absolutely acceptable that you are doing those business building behaviors maybe 5 days a week versus 6 or 7 as a full-time coach might do. All I'm doing is positioning them to be intentional with their time and understand that they do want to show up on a consistent basis. As we all know, it takes time to build momentum. I compare some coaches that build this business as if they're kind of driving a stick shift car, which sounds like a weird analogy, but this business is a compound effect business, which means it's made up of those tiny little things that are so easy to do, but they're also so easy not to do. So it feels like it's more smooth sailing versus driving a stick shift car where you're all in, all out, and you're up and down. It's finding that consistent number that you can stay with over time, even when life gets crazy, so that you can take advantage of the compound effect. I also taught them how to actually share their income as a part-time coach. Sometimes coaches think they have to reach a certain milestone in their business before they can actually share their income. I think it's the opposite. I think talking about your first paycheck, maybe you went on a vacation and you were able to take your kids. Maybe you bought new boots. You went on a date night with your significant other. All of those milestones are so important, and advantages of being a part-time coach is it's changing your lifestyle with that part-time income. I think there are a lot of benefits to leading with part-time coaching. It's a lower barrier of entry for people. If we offer this as a part-time side business or hobby business, that often creates a sense of relief that people don't have to know it all, versus putting all this pressure on yourself that this has to turn into a certain, income business or a certain status of business and in a certain time frame, rather than just letting that organic process of someone falling in love with coaching to happen when you lead with that part-time opportunity. I think that I'm attracting people to this business because I'm really, really passionate. People can feel your authenticity, especially in social media. And I think that I'm successful at bringing coaches in because I can authentically connect with someone. So go out there, promote the power of part-time coaching. It's an incredible opportunity to get amazing people into your business that you're so excited about.
Keisha is really good, and I think a lot of people can relate to what she said.
Absolutely. Jeff, there's always so much that we have to pack into these Super Saturdays, but I just wanted to take a second and do a quick introduction of an important new member of the Beachbody family, Dr. Luigi Groton. Luigi, come on in here.
Thank you, guys.
So, Luigi, welcome to Super Saturday.
Welcome. Michael,
just a little background on Dr. Luigi. He joined us in November to head up our nutritional products team, and we are really excited to have him. In addition to being a family medicine doctor, Luigi has a background in public health. He worked at UCLA Center for Human Nutrition, and he's worked in the direct selling industry. So, Luigi, we are really excited to have you on the team.
Thanks.
Now, I know, Luigi, that there are a lot of things about our nutritional products that you've been pretty excited about.
I've been drinking shakes for over 30 years. I've tried everything in the industry,
and Shakeology is a true standout. I really came across Shakeology about 4 years ago. When I looked at the ingredient list, I was blown away.
Now, Luigi, I know you and I have talked about Shakeology over the years, and I know you've been a fan. But now that you've been working with us for a little bit, you've had a chance to kind of peek behind the curtain. Are you still excited about the products?
Michael, I can tell you I'm excited more than ever interacting with all of you, the scientists, the R&D team, Darren and Isabel and Carl. It's been remarkable because the uncompromising approach that Beachbody takes to ensure the efficacy of the products, the manufacturing, the sourcing, everything that goes together, even the testing. I can tell you, coaches, these products are products that you can be proud of.
Okay, so Luigi, besides Shakeology, do you have any other thoughts on other nutritional products that help our coaches get results?
Oh, absolutely, Jeff. First of all, I love shakes and supplements. So even when I was in clinical practice, I would advocate a lot of great nutrition through shakes and supplementation. But I have to tell you, the performance line is really impressive. And I hope people don't think that the performance line needs to be limited to elite athletes or people who are doing high-intensity workouts. The reality is these great products are for everyone, from the beginner to the advanced fitness person. Actually, often it's the beginners that quit because they either don't have the energy to get through their workouts or they're sore after the workouts, and the performance products are perfectly formulated to address this.
Well, I know I am a perfect candidate because I rarely have the energy to do anything, and I'm always sore when I do anything. So performance works for me. But all right, well, Luigi, we're so glad that you're part of the family. Thanks for taking a little bit of time, coaches. You're going to get to know Luigi over the next coming months, but thanks, Luigi.
All right, well, Michael, before we close out with the coach story, there's one last thing we have to cover, and this is important because time is running out. Summit is coming June 21st through the 24th, and this Sunday, January 7th, is the very last day to purchase the $175 ticket.
You know what, Jeff? We're going to do a little switcheroo because it is so important that every coach go to Summit. And the reality is at the start of the year, this is when people make the plans for their business. And as a coach, you absolutely have to be at Summit, right?
Absolutely.
So the $175 price, as Jeff said, is going to go away starting January 8th. And the price is going to go up to $195. Now, for those of you that are ready to commit, saying, I'm going to be at Summit from January 8th until January 31st, we're going to have a special for you. We're going to have a special $145 ticket. Now, it's going to be non-refundable, non-transferable. So we want you to make the commitment to be there. But making that commitment is critical to your business. You have got to be at Summit.
Well, I absolutely love switcheroos like that, Michael, and I couldn't agree more.
In addition to it being possibly the most fun you will ever have, and I mean the fun that comes with working out in person with your favorite super trainers, attending incredible parties, learning incredible tips from top coaches and world-renowned keynote speakers. If you are serious about being a successful coach, I promise you that you will come away with so many new ideas and enthusiasm about the business.
Yeah, well stated, Michael. So if you don't have a ticket, go to CoachSummit.com and get registered.
And Jeff, look, I know the time is valuable on these Super Saturday videos, but getting to Summit is so invaluable that we are going to devote the next 5 seconds to show subliminal messages that will convince even the most inconvincible that they have to register for Summit before January 31st so they can get that $145 ticket. Okay, show the subliminal message.
I'm not sure how subliminal that was, but it was an important message. Something else that's important to us at Team Beachbody is celebrating the success stories that come from our Team Beachbody coaching business. As we close, here's one of those stories.
I'm Amber Bailey, and I'm a 4-time elite coach, soon to be 5-time elite coach. Before I became a coach, life was very chaotic and stressful. Some traumatic things had happened. Financially, things had shifted, and that took its toll on our marriage, on our family, on a lot of different aspects of life. My background is teaching. I was working full-time away from home, and that was not what I wanted to be doing. It was actually very traumatic for me to have to do that. I was living in this tension and just really like soul searching, knowing that there was more there, knowing that I wasn't living out my potential, but having really no clue how to proceed from there. I was literally starving from an emotional perspective. I was empty. I had gone to the doctor for a well check, and he looked right at me and was like, Amber, why are you not eating? That was my get a grip moment. I knew in that moment that I had to do something different because I was not able to function as the wife and the mom that I needed to be for my family. My friend up the street, Stephanie, had something to do with this $1 million body, which is what Beachbody used to be called, and she suggested that I do Shalane Extreme. At that point, you know, I was really just needing something for myself. So I started on this journey with Stephanie as my coach. From there, I started doing that program a few days a week, and then I started drinking Shakeology. It really didn't take long for me to feel a difference and see a difference. At the same time that I was starting to dream about being a coach and what that was going to look like, I would see Stephanie posting about this great group of women that she was around, just a lot of positivity and community. They were moms and wives just like me. I knew that she was being successful at it, and so it seemed like to me, if Stephanie could do this, that I could do this. There's no reason why I couldn't be successful either. I reached out to some teachers at my school and said, hey, I'm starting this challenge group. Would you like to be in it? A few of them joined my challenge group, like 3 people, I think, and maybe one person was my mom. We all did Turbo Fire. It was a fun group. That was a really positive thing for all of us and for our school. I think what changed the game for me was I went to the Super Saturday, and it completely changed everything for me, because that's when we introduced the whole invite process and how to do that. I do a lot of personal development, and I do a lot of just watching what other people are doing. There's a lot of things that I had to work on and do in order to be successful at this. It didn't come naturally to me, but I woke up every day saying, I'm going to do something for my business every day. As time went on, it made sense for me to be able to step away from teaching and pursue this full time. You know, I know there's a lot of people going, I can't believe that you're going to do that. And it was the best decision that I could have made. From that point forward, we paid off a lot of debt. I paid off all of my student loans. I became Diamond 3 or 4 months after I went all in. And I have grown over the last 6.5 years to be the leader that I need to be for that team of over 6,000 coaches. The most powerful part of what I do as a coach is that I get to expose other women to their potential. That first coach that was able to walk away from her job, knowing that it didn't just change her, but it changed her entire family. The first time that we both walked into that ballroom when we both were elite for the first time together, and I saw the tears streaming down her face, that is definitely takes the cake. I don't know where I would be now had I not become a coach, but what I do know is that I would have missed out on friendships. I would have missed out on the freedom to be home with my kids, the freedom to send them to a school of our choice, the freedom to stand and be confidently who I am, and to love that about myself.
Saturday, take 1. Hey, where is my spot?
I'm not sure quite how subliminal. It definitely wasn't subliminal. Nah, no. It's like, what? Have you been drinking? I don't know.
I think so. We're at 5.
No, you're fine.
How's that? I just didn't know it was ending.
All right. Give me a second, guys, to get back. All right, so that was some pretty amazing things that are coming, and oh gosh, hold on. Some really cool products that are coming. Sorry, my daughter fell asleep on me, guys, so I'm kind of in an awkward position. But that's perk of being coach, right? So, whoops, hold on. I'm really excited. I saw Ashley, you commented the, shoot, what's the name of it? The new program, the new nutritional program that they said very beginning of this video. That's going to be a game changer for a lot of people because people are so afraid of, I come across a lot of people who are afraid of working out. So this will really narrow it down for a lot of people when it's just about nutrition. The app is going to be incredible. The just the way they put it together sounds amazing. So
this is going to give us something to compete with Weight Watchers.
Yes, that's a perfect point because like I've Weight Watchers we can kind of work with because they give Shakeology points now and stuff. But this is definitely totally competitive with Weight Watchers. And we
the majority of people who come to me have like 100 pounds to lose. And when I had 140 pounds to lose, I couldn't tie my shoes without getting winded. So then to try and convince somebody, I promised you could do size. It'll be fine. Let's just try it. Like that's really intimidating. So I'm really excited. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm encouraging anybody to not work out, but this is like going to be a really good thing for people who are not ready for that yet.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people look at Beachbody as, I have a lot of people talk to me about it and they're like, oh, I can't do any of those workouts. And the workout part is so intimidating for people when really, let's be honest, the nutrition part is what really gets a lot of our results. And if you learn how to eat right and learn how to do it without making it a chore and like they said, saying no, but more like saying yes to the things that you can eat, then the other stuff will come. So I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really exciting for our company. So, okay, so I'm just going to go through a couple of recaps, and then we will kind of close everything out. Yes, excellent point, Christina. This is a new training tool that is out there. I think, Karen, you may have posted this today on our team page, but it's the health questionnaire, and it is found in the Coach Training Tools. But basically, this is kind of like talking points, conversation starters that they give you so you can get to where you need to be to find out what's going to be most helpful for the people you're talking to. So take a look at this in the Coach Training Tools. It's a new tool that they've put out there for us. And then don't forget about Team Cup. If you have never been a part of Team Cup, or they did a pretty good job of explaining it, but basically it's doing what we do every day as coaches, but working together with 4 other people. So you team up with whoever you want. It doesn't have to be people in Miss Republic or in your current team. It does benefit you more if it is, obviously, but you can team up with any coach in Beachbody. You earn prizes individually, you earn prizes as a coach, as a team, and then the top teams will earn prizes, and then the top teams, they have like a real trophy. It looks like the Stanley Cup, and they put their names on it. They get to go to Los Angeles. It's really cool. So it's a fun little thing, and it definitely does, because you're working together as a team, it does motivate you, and it does, people during Team Cup definitely have great months. So definitely register for that. It starts January 15th. I believe they do have some limits on who can join together. So usually it's 1 diamond coach, and then everybody else has to be under a diamond. But check the facts on that. Okay, and then if you have not got your ticket to Summit, get your ticket. Subliminal message, get your ticket. I always buy it at the Summit previous, so I already have my ticket, and most of our team did the same. So it's 145 right now, and then it will go up. So get it now, because it's something that it's an investment in your company, your business. Summit is a game changer every year. You are just around so many people that love what they do. It definitely is, like he said, the place where you just really plan out your business. because they talk about what's to come. You learn from top coaches. You're with all of your team. You're with other teams. So it's basically a must if you're coaching at all. You should go. Yes, Tracy, so much awesome training. I mean, every year I come back and I have a notebook and me and my team sit down, and it's just it's invigorating. Like, we always have such a fire in our bellies after summit. So plus you get to go to places you don't maybe not be able to go often. So I'm excited to go to Indianapolis. And I'm excited to go and see everybody too. So definitely get your ticket now. I think. Okay, and then Anchors Away. So we went on a cruise 2 Success Club trips ago. It was pretty awesome. I think this year is my 4th trip. We have done all-inclusive trips. This is the third cruise maybe they've done. Success Club trips, you're treated, everything is Beachbody, so everybody on the boat will be Beachbody, and you're just treated awesome. Like, oh, hold on, my computer is gonna die. Sorry, baby. It's something that you definitely should work for. You do have to earn it with Success Club. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. My poor daughter's behind me now. But it's something that's so worth it. I've earned it every year, and it's something that my husband and I go to together. He doesn't go to much of the Beachbody stuff, but this is the one thing that we go to every year. So every year we've earned a vacation, and we do just the 2 of us. So every year for the past 5 years now, we've gone on a vacation together that would not have happened without coaching. So, I mean, that's incredible right there. So we are cruising in 2019. All right, and the double trip dollars are amazing too. Take advantage of that for sure. Okay, and then just remember the challenge packs. There are, as you guys noticed with the 80-day obsession, they're changing some things with the completion pack. So definitely keep an eye out with things that are going to be changing in this next year. It's only for our benefit and our customers' benefit for sure. So just keep an eye out for some of those changes. Jill, the beach bars are coming out in April, which I am excited about because I think those are going to be awesome as well. And I believe I heard that they are offering it'll be a 90 PV for beach bars. So some people can use that as their 90 PV to stay as an active coach. So that's pretty cool too. All right, let's see here. All right, guys, that is the end of the corporate presentation. I am super excited. I hope you guys got a lot out of this, and I'm so happy that you could join me. Is there anything you guys would like to add? Would anybody like to jump on and add anything or questions that maybe I can help answer? Anybody? Just go ahead and unmute yourself and chat away. And it was my pleasure hosting. I did this for everybody, but I also did it because it was convenient for myself. So I was excited it worked out. What else, guys? Anything else? Anybody have any questions about what they saw? If you're a newer coach, shout outs. You're all good? You guys had a good time? Can we thumbs up if we're all happy? We're all excited.
Thank you for hosting, Andrea.
Thank you for coming.
And you guys, these trips and stuff, don't look at them like I could never earn that, because like I think people sometimes look at them like the whole thing of what it takes. All you got to do is hit Success Club 5 every month.
Yep.
And so if you focus on helping 3 people, like that's all you got to do is help 3 people, and then like just start building on that. Don't look at it like, holy crap, I need to earn this many points throughout the year. And it just kind of starts coming together. But it's definitely not unattainable by any means.
Absolutely. I think that's a good point. It's just it's called the Success Club trip because it's something for coaches to work for, to motivate what we're already doing anyway. So they're rewarding us for what we're already doing anyway, but it is completely attainable. Just earn your Success Club each month and you'll be there. So, and just like to entice you a little bit more with what usually happens there is, like this year we're going to Mexico in April, and every coach, it's an all-inclusive, every coach gets a $750 credit, everybody that's going. So you're really treated like kings and queens. It's an incredible opportunity. So, and it's kind of nice because like Summit is very like go business, which is great. It's awesome. It's so inspiring. And Success Club trips, everybody just kind of sits back and chills. There are business opportunity events there, but it's more about just like hanging out with your coaches that you don't always get to see, and hanging out with your teammates and just being rewarded for the hard work that you've done all year. So.
And some of the people that you end up like bumping into, weren't you there, Andrea, when we ended up doing shots with Monica Ward in the pool?
Yeah, I mean,
you never know.
You run into and the trainers are there, like they are just walking around just like anybody else. I've met the most incredible people at the Success Club trips. I mean, that's one of the things. And I tell you, the first Success Club trip, like I said, I met Ashley, who was a huge influence on my husband, as well as another coach, because like, he wasn't always like, what is this? This is kind of iffy. And we met a coach who was, they always, I guess, what do they call the husbands? The discount coaches or whatever. But her husband was at the bar and we connected, and they're kind of like our mirror couple. He was a football or a basketball coach, and my husband coaches, and she was a teacher. And she's now like a 25-star diamond. She was like hitting 11-star then 3 years ago. But you get inspired by the people you meet because you see that it can be done, and they're just like us. I said this all the time, but I just want you guys to believe in yourself and know that what you see through, the summits and the top coaches talking, those people are normal people, and they just figure out a way to make, what they wanted to happen. They made their dreams come true, and you guys can do the same thing. And everybody's dreams are different. So if you don't want to be that, number one coach, you don't necessarily have to, but figure out what you want and figure out how you're going to make this work for your life.
Your Success Club points this year from now until December will go towards this cruise that they just
announced.
That they just announced.
So they changed this a little bit in the last couple of years. Because like in the past it was different, but they've changed it more so that it benefits people who are hitting Success Club. But yeah, so Lindsay, you just hit Success Club every month and you'll be fine to be invited next year. Remember, if you saw, I think it was a little intimidating the way they announced like who gets to sign up. But like I said, so because I'm an all-star, I get to sign up a little earlier than everybody else. You get invited, I guess, earlier than everybody else. But that just comes with, again, like Ashley said, earning your Success Club points starting this month and just continuing to earn as many as you can, help as many people as you can. It's all about that. It's really all about just helping as many people as you can each month. And you'll be fine. Don't stress out about it. Just do what we do and you'll be fine.
And I'm actually glad they changed the Success Club qualifications, because the first trip I went on was the cruise. I think that would have been the year before.
Yes.
Because that was the year before the Mexico trip. But back then, anybody could go. Like, because you know how if you sign up for it or whatever, and then if you don't earn enough Success Club points to pay for the whole thing, you pay the difference.
Yep.
Well, back then, the entire cruise, I believe, was like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you could sign up for it and not earn any Success Club points and just pay that $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, $1,000 for two people to go on a cruise is crazy cheap. So then I went there, and I was actually really surprised because there was so many people on that cruise who do not work the business, who do not care about health and fitness. They just like signed up to be a coach and paid for the trip. So I am kind of glad because now like everybody there, they're all working the business. They all have a common goal, you know, whether it be part-time or full-time, that's whatever. But I am glad they changed it.
I agree. Cause I ran into on the cruise, the second trip I went on, cause the first trip I full out earned the first year of coaching, but, was on the wait list because they used to have, like Ashley said, a different way of doing it. So you had to it was one of those things like a lottery thing where they would open it up at like 9 a.m. on January 8th and everybody would like jump on the computer and it would close down. And it was the most stressful thing ever because it was open to everybody who did it. And I got put on the wait list, even though I'd earned the trip with the Success Club. And luckily I did get off 3 weeks before. But when I met people on the cruise, and I met this one girl, and she was like, "Oh, she didn't even know what Success Club was." Like,
yeah.
"Oh, I don't really do anything. Like, we just came." And I was like, "Oh, like, you know, I'm so glad Beachbody realized that these trips should be for those of us who are helping people." And I think that's what's also great about our company is they're here for us, you guys. Like they want to help everybody, but they also know that their coaches are such a huge part of their company and they care about us so much. Like listening to Carl speak all the time, like just motivates me. So just know like this company is amazing. Like they make changes because they want us to be successful and they want their customers to be successful. They're always making changes that are going to benefit people. So anyway, I'll ramble on forever, but just keep that in mind. Thank you guys for coming so much. I appreciate you guys. I love seeing your faces. And I hope you guys got a lot out of this and you're excited for the new year. Does anybody have anything else? If not, we'll go ahead and sign off. You guys can go to bed. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye, Tiff. Bye, Jen. Thanks for joining, Kim. Hi, Alicia.